Back to another Football Commentaries live stream. Today we are back again after last night's stream. It was Manchester City 2, Real Madrid 1, 4-2 on aggregate in the end in that tie. But we move on from that game and that stream. We're on with a new one today, and it is Barcelona versus Napoli. Thought I'd choose this one over the Chelsea-Bayern Munich game because it's not very likely Chelsea are going to come back in that game. Personally, that's just a preference of mine. I just don't think they'll do it. So I thought I'd pick a game that could cause a real upset with Barcelona getting knocked out. But I think in the end, this could really be a very exciting game. I think there'll be a lot of twists and turns. Obviously, we don't know what Barcelona we're going to be getting tonight. We could be getting the best Barcelona, or we could be getting the one that hasn't been doing as well as late as what they probably should be. Matthew first, first comment. There's a few viewers here already. If you haven't liked the stream already, please do if you're one of the early ones. Subscribe as well if you are new. If you're here early and you're not subscribed, that does help massively. I'd like to know your predictions for the game, if you want to put them in the chat as well. What you think this game is going to end. Kickoff is in just under 10 minutes now, 9 minutes now. And let's just hope for a great game. Obviously, we'll keep up to date with the Bayern-Chelsea game. If that goes to extra time, can't see it, then I'll finish off commentating on that game. Obviously, if this one stayed on extra time, obviously, I'll stick with this game. But, we are very close to kickoff. I'm very excited for this game. I always enjoy watching Lionel Messi play. I think he's the greatest ever footballer, ever, especially what I've seen anyway. Can't really comment on any of the older players past my time. But just the way he plays is just incredible. I'd rather him be kind of central than on the wing, but that's obviously his new position over the last couple of years. So he's still as good, or if not better than what he usually is anyway. So I don't think it matters too much. We'll go through the lineups in a couple of minutes as well. If you want to put anything in the chat, please do. We have just about 5 minutes to have a chat if you'd like before we get towards the kickoff time. Because I just have a feeling about this game that something might happen. I don't know if it will. I might be completely wrong, but I feel we could be getting maybe a little upset of some kind. But I don't know. I could be completely wrong, and I could this come just bite me on the backside come the end of the game where it's like 5-0 Barcelona, and I've got it completely wrong. But obviously, the only way it can go to extra time is a 1-1 draw. I sense... I don't know if I sense an extra time for it. I feel Napoli might be able to do something. Obviously, off the back of the Italian Cup win, that they got against Juventus, obviously on penalties, but they still won at the end of the day, so it doesn't matter how you do it. And obviously, the big news coming out of Juventus as well today, is the fact that Sarri was sacked after not winning, or not probably getting as far as Juventus would have liked in the Champions League, and replaced with Pirlo. That news did come out around an hour ago, so that is quite new news. So yeah, Pirlo was only appointed the under-23s manager, I think, a couple of days ago. I remember seeing him, and now he's being promoted to the first team manager without even having to manage an under-23s game. So I bet Pirlo is very much excited for that job, and I'm interested to see how he does. I do think it's Man City's time. I don't know. It's a tough one because with such long breaks, especially in the Champions League, you just don't know what teams you're going to get, especially because they're knockout games, knockout games. They're not 2 legs, so it's just whoever performs and turns up on the day. So I don't know. I wouldn't hedge my bets towards anyone, to be honest. I think it'll be a very interesting knockout competition come next week, where we've got the quarterfinals. But yeah, City are obviously going to be like one of the front runners of obviously, and probably Barcelona if they make it, maybe even Bayern Munich, and obviously PSG if they go for. There's just loads of big teams obviously. So I wouldn't say Man City's time. I wouldn't say it's anyone's time. You just don't know, especially this new, obviously structured competition, obviously due to the pandemic that is currently still going on right now. It just depends. What if City have an awful game and just a one-off bad game, and Leon could upset and win that game. There's no two legs. It's literally 90 minutes of football. Obviously, possibility of 120 if it's a draw. So you could get anything with this new Champions League. So I don't know. But they'll definitely be a front runner. I'll say that for sure. Definitely a front runner. I'll go through the lineups now. If you want to have a look at them, you can Google them if you'd like to get a proper look at them. But we'll start with Barcelona first. They have got Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal with Semedo at right back alongside the very experienced Gerard Piqué. Did miss the last two group games, but is in for tonight's game with Langley alongside him, number 15. Didn't play much of the first leg, literally come on for the last couple of minutes. And that's it for him, but he does start tonight with Jordi Alba, obviously forever present left back at Barcelona. 334 Barcelona appearances for him, 335th tonight, with Sergio Roberto playing central midfield, obviously a target of Manchester City's, obviously worked under Guardiola for a little while, and can play central midfield, can play right back as well, but playing in midfield today as Barcelona have been heavily hit with injuries. And then they've got Frankie de Jong in central midfield, recovering from a muscle injury, but is in the starting 11 for tonight's game alongside Ivan Rakitic. Was actually captain in the last group game, so obviously one of the team leaders. And then the front three of course, Lionel Messi, absolute legend of the game, 730th Barcelona appearance for him, alongside Luis Suarez, who's looking for his 25th Champions League goal tonight in what would be his 59th appearance in the competition, alongside Antoine Griezmann on the left. Only 2 goals in the competition so far this season, and that was in the first leg and one against Borussia Dortmund at home. So that is the starting 11. The subs are Neto, Ayario, Firpo, Puig, Ansu Fati, very promising 17-year-old for Barcelona. He's on the bench. Inaki Pina, a sub-goalkeeper, the third-choice goalkeeper. We've got Monchu, also on. He's a youngster, 20 years old, Barcelona B. And the last subs are now Barcelona B players. We've got Oscar Mingueza. Obviously, this is the sources of players they've got. Conrad de Lafonte, just sort of into Conrad, that's what they call him. American, moved here at 12, moved over to Spain because of his dad's job, so he's been picked up by the Barcelona Academy. Levodid Reis and Andre Arelina makes up the bench for Barcelona for tonight's game. And then for Napoli, we have David Ospina in goal, obviously formerly of Arsenal. Giovanni Di Lorenzo at right back with Kostas Manolas alongside Koulibaly, City target. Obviously Koulibaly, 6'5", 29 years of age, with Mario Rui patrolling that left back position. Fabian Ruiz plays in midfield 3 with Diego Deme and Piotr Zielinski, and the Polish central midfielder. And a front 3 of not quite the same as Barcelona's, but still as dangerous. Jose Callejon, who will be leaving after the Champions League campaign, after a stay of 7 years with Napoli. Dries Mertens up front, who's now 33 years of age, all-time top goal scorer of Napoli, with Lorenzo Insigne at left wing, the captain of Napoli. And then their benches, Alex Merritt, Karnesis, Sebastian Leperto, Maximovic, Lobotka, Allen, Elmas, Lozano, Politano, Fernando Llorente, formerly of Spurs, Milik, and we also have Hysaj as well on the bench for Napoli. The teams are just going through the anthem, and once again I'm getting blinded by this light, so I'm just going to quickly move the curtains over back in a second. I thought I'd be able to get away with it not blinding me again, but there we go. I didn't realise it was going to be that bright once again. Not as hot as yesterday, but I'm definitely still feeling the heat. Had a game myself today. As I'm a goalkeeper, kept a good clean sheet. It's what we like to see, is goalkeepers. But we are very close to the kickoff now of this game. It's very weird with an empty stadium, but you feel this is a must-win for Barcelona. Didn't win La Liga this year. Obviously, Real Madrid, who was knocked out last night, stumped them to that. And, you know, Messi hasn't been happy with the Barcelona squad recently. He obviously came out after a home defeat that pretty much cost him the league. And he said, we're weak right now and this is the game where they need to try and flip that around and become strong, because they can't be getting knocked out at this stage of the competition by Napoli, who by rights have no right to go on and win this tie. They're complete underdogs, and rightly so. If they can nick an away goal, Napoli, that I think that, depending on when they get it, could really change the complexion of the game. But we'll just have to see. I think it's going to be an interesting one. I think the first goal will be very key. If Barcelona get it, I feel like they'll be able to take more control of the game. And if Napoli get it, they have something to defend a lot more than what they've got now, because they need to score tonight. And they'll be looking at Insigne, Mertens, Callejon to bring those goals for them. So, it just depends, especially I think the first 10 minutes will be interesting as well, see how both teams set up. Will it be that Napoli do sit back, obviously with Gattuso as their manager, a defensive-minded midfielder, obviously defensive-minded player? Will he set his team up to be more defensive, or, counter-attack but not as deep? It's going to be interesting how the tactics go out. But obviously, Gattuso is playing Quique Setien, the Barcelona manager, formerly of Real Betis, before picking up the Barcelona job. So you feel like he has to perform tonight, because even if they get knocked out in the quarterfinals, I think he'll be maybe looking towards a sack by Barcelona. But I think if they get knocked out in the round of 16, I think that is the definite sack for him. I think he has to go at least to the semis-finals, maybe the final, to keep his job. Very weird when he did get appointed. I did not know who he was, to be honest, until I did my research on him. And formerly Real Betis, didn't have much of a playing career, really, to be honest, at all. Played with Atletico Madrid, won one trophy with them, but other than that, did not win much at all as a player. But we're about to get underway at the new camp, where the second leg is being taken place. I think it'll be Barcelona to kick off. I might be wrong. Let me just have a look. It'll be Napoli to kick off first. They're kicking right to left. Barcelona left to right. It will be Dries Mertens to kick off. Plays it backwards towards Deme. And then we've got the game underway with Koulibaly on the ball as Napoli proceed to keep the ball not gone long, just keeping it between themselves. Obviously, a lot of teams like to just hoof it forward as soon as they get it from the kickoff. So they've decided to keep it instead. As it's back to Manolas. So just getting the timer ready. There we go. And we are underway with Di Lorenzo at right back to Manolas, who was a bit of a doubt for tonight's game, but has came through and pulled through into the game and to start alongside Koulibaly, as he's obviously formerly of Roma, scored that very important goal for Roma a couple seasons ago, as it's Koulibaly in defence. Pressured by Messi, dinks it over to Di Lorenzo. Back the wrong way, but he's able to play it out with Deme, trying to get it out to the right to Callejon, intercepted nicely by number 15 of Longley, who'd pushed up from centre-back. Very dangerous from the Frenchman. But here's a throw in here. Fabian, we'll call him, gets it and switches it. Nice play from the Spanish midfielder. Mario Rui, the Portuguese left-back, with tons of space. He's got Insigne to his left. You go inside instead. Suzy Zielinski, we've got Insigne on the left-hand side. Only 5'4", but can try and find a ball. And he has to Dries Mertens. He strikes. Big save from ter Stegen. Oh no, it's just struck off the post. I thought ter Stegen waved a hand to it and got a connection, but within the first 90 seconds, Napoli have hit the post. Insigne played a nice ball towards Mertens. Was offside, but it hit PK. So it meant he was onside the Belgian. Unmarked, spun, left-footed shot away. Just sliced it, didn't get a full foot towards it, and it just comes off the post. Very, very close for Napoli within the first 90 seconds of the game. It's Longley with the ball now for Barcelona. Jordi Alba, first time passing to Griezmann. He's got Messi and Suarez alongside him. He'll go to Messi. Messi into Griezmann again. He's inside the box. Koulibaly comes and covers and can clear away for Napoli, and it falls to Insigne. At Koulibaly once again, needs to get rid of it. The Senegalese goes into Insigne, put through the legs of Griezmann to find, I think that is Deme, signed from Leipzig in January. Sorry, yeah, that's fine, mate. That is completely fine. If you're in the stream, let me know if you have any predictions you've got. As it is, Koulibaly brings it out. First time pass again towards Mario Rui. They might see Barcelona's right hand side as a bit of a weakness, maybe. Obviously, Gerard Piqué doesn't have the pace that he used to have, even though he's never been blessed with much pace. And obviously, Semedo, I think Insigne has him in terms of skill and quality. So we'll have to see what happens. If you are new, please subscribe. That'll be fantastic. As Fabian brings it forward for Napoli. Over towards a switch of Insigne. Here they are on that left-hand side again. They've got Rui overlapping. Insigne will use him on that left-hand side in the final third. Back towards Insigne. Deme again, number 4. Rui. Just solid defensively here, Barcelona. As Zielinski tries to play 1-2 with Insigne, can't quite pull it off. Unlucky though. Throwing for Barcelona on that right-hand side. I feel like Barca are going to win 3-2. That would mean they do proceed through, but yeah, good prediction, hopefully. Because there's a lot of goals. It's been picked up by Mertens. He lays it off to Callejon. Strikes it deflected towards Insigne. It's up in the air. Barcelona need to clear. De Jong heads it away. Hits Fabian. He keeps it alive. Tries to drag it towards Zielinski. Dealt with by Barcelona. And Messi can be released by Semedo. Got away with it there, Barcelona. Couldn't play out from the back. And it's Messi's released it to Griezmann. He gets tackled. Thankfully falls to Suarez. Koulibaly comes over and tackles. And his foul, but advantage is played by the referee. And Napoli once again have the ball. Confident start though. By the way, I will be tuning in for half time. Good. Can't see that as they've gone for a spectacular effort there. The Napoli, I think left back Mario Rui tried to catch ter Stegen off his line and wasn't far away. Didn't cause him much trouble in the end, but it was a half decent attempt, only a few yards wide of the post. Good start though from Napoli. We're under 5 minutes in and Napoli are on top in the minute. As it's an over the top through ball by Barcelona. Can't be picked up and Napoli have it back with Zielinski. Heavy touch from him and Griezmann can pick it up. Release Messi through the legs of Zielinski. Messi finds Semedo. Roberto. Messi again. So majestic on the ball. Gets past 1-2. Relays it into Semedo. Good defending again from Koulibaly to intercept. And Napoli have the ball again with Rui. Fabian, sorry. I will get that. Fabian. Back to Koulibaly. Goes for a switch over towards De Lorenzo. And it's curled all the way out for a corner for Barcelona. Poor ball from Koulibaly. I think it was on the weak foot of the Senegalese. And he's tried to go for a switch and it's just got so much curl on it. He's got it out for a corner kick. But yeah, if you are in the stream, please like and subscribe if you haven't. Helps the stream get a little bit of growth and just helps me out. As Messi is down currently. Venomix, I like what you're saying. Yeah, only 3 likes. Come on. I like that. I like that a lot. Because if you are going to be in these streams, this is for anyone, and you're going to be in here, consistently, and you're going to be in the chat a lot, and you're going to be talking, I'll make you moderators so you can have a bit more, you can be rewarded for how you are in the stream. So, yeah, moderators, you can, time people out if they're not, saying, rude things. As cross has gone in from the corner, cleared away from Callejon at the near post, goes back to Sergio Roberto, heads down to Semedo, and he heads back to ter Stegen. So, yeah, that is just something, maybe a motive if you want to get more involved in the chat. That's a great switch from ter Stegen. Find Rakitic on the left-hand side. Tries to poke it through to Griezmann, who had a little bit of space, but intercepted by Napoli, and they have the ball again. Fabian playing it back to the goalkeeper, Ospina. Like I said, formerly of Arsenal. Finds Koulibaly, brings it forward to, I think that's Callejon on the right-hand side. Finds De Lorenzo. It's actually Fabian. Here's Callejon. De Lorenzo again at right back today. Played all the Champions League games so far. Callejon tries to go over the top and find Mertens. He heads it down towards Deme, who's bursted forward on the right-hand side of the box, the central midfielder. I think he's more of their holding player. De Lorenzo finds a gap towards Zielinski, again on the right-hand side of the box, tries to cut back. Nicely read by Jordi Alba. He lays it off to ter Stegen, who can clear. Deme over to Callejon again as Barcelona fail to keep the ball amongst themselves. Good start from Napoli. Very, very positive. Obviously, they've hit the post with Mertens already, so showing signs they can get through this Barcelona defence. They got it to the left-hand side to Rui. Mertens, who's just dragged over to the left-hand side, lays it off to Insigne. Goes over towards Manolas. Switches it to the left, looking for Mertens in behind. He brings it down superbly in the box, lays it off and shot by Zielinski. Always rising over the bar. Great ball from Manolas to find Mertens in space. Too easy for him to bring it down, though, from Gerard Piqué. Didn't really close him down at all. Onside, I think Mertens may have just been off. The angle of that camera doesn't really give us the best of results of what it would have been. But did lay off Zielinski in the end, the Polish. Did blaze it over. Got the assist in the first leg, though. Zielinski. For the Mertens goal. Obviously, that did put them ahead. 1-0. So that was cut out by a Griezmann goal later on in the second half. Rakitic goes into Griezmann. Alba's out wide left with space and he'll use him. Can he find a cross? He finds Suarez, who dummies it towards Messi. His shot deflected on the edge of the box. And it is a corner for Barcelona. They're so good at that, Barcelona. Those dummies within their attacks. It's just so dangerous. You just don't know who's going to take up the ball. Are they going to let someone else shoot? Messi right on the edge was able to shoot. Good block from Koulibaly. I'm sure City fans will be watching him with a close eye, and Manchester City themselves. Not scored in any competitions yet so far this season, Koulibaly, maybe not even from a corner. When you possess a 6'5" height, you thought he may have scored a few. It's been whipped in by Rakitic, and he finds Longley, who heads home. It's been a positive start from Napoli, but that has just been completely thrown out the window with Longley, who rose the highest, should I say. Don't know who he beat in the air, but Longley, at his height of only 6'1", puts Barcelona in the lead. Great ball from Rakitic, great curl on it. Unmarked. I think he was Diego Deme's man. He pushed him out of the way, and that might be a foul if VAR check that. Because he pushes him out of the way. Oh, it's actually Piqué who pushes him. And then Koulibaly walks into Deme, so I don't think there's actually anything wrong with that. I thought it was Longley who pushed one of the Napoli players to the ground, but he didn't. And we have the first goal. Longley. 6th goal in a Barcelona shirt. They're having a look at it, so I'm going to just... Oh, and I think they've given the goal, yeah. The foul wasn't... the foul by Piqué didn't really have too much dictation of the goal. And we have the first goal because of it. And it's Barcelona. They didn't get off to a great start. They really didn't, but they have taken the lead through a corner. Obviously not the way you thought they'd get the goal, but I think Gattuso will really be frustrated with the fact that his Napoli team got off to such a great start after hitting the post. But Longley with the goal. Hello, Barcelona has a strong lineup. Napoli can win for sure, 100%. As Lewandowski's put Bayern Munich 1-0 up, 4-0 up on aggregate for them. Because the winner of this Napoli-Barcelona game will play Bayern Munich. More unlikely, I don't think Chelsea can pull that back now. As Rui has it on the left-hand side. Inside towards Zielinski. Tries to find him again, but comes off Sergio Roberto out for a throw. I don't know what you mean when you say that. But it is Rui with the throw. Finds Mertens. Lets it run. De Jong tries to cover for Piqué and does so and wins the ball back nicely. Sergio Roberto into De Jong again. Surrounded, but is able to distribute to Semedo. He finds Piqué. 4-3 on aggregate. That just means a lot of goals, which is good. So I hope so. Ter Stegen has it for Barcelona in his own box. Distributes to Gerard Piqué. Did miss the last 2 group games, like I said, when I was announcing the lineups. But, like I said, what a partnership he had with Puyol back in the day for Barcelona. See, not really had a settled partnership, really, since the departure of Mascherano. So Longley's his partner tonight, and it's Piqué on the ball, still bringing it forward for Barcelona. You could say the goal was very much undeserved, especially with this Napoli start they got off to, as they're in behind again nearly. Oh, Fabian with a poor header down as Callejon intercepted and tried to set the Spaniard away. And it's Messi who can pick it up for Barcelona on the left. Finds Alba, tries to complete a 1-2, deflects off a Napoli defender, out for a throw-in. Barca's going to win. Well, at the minute, they are ahead, and with the quality they have over Napoli, it wouldn't surprise me, even if they do maybe have a poor performance, they can see their way through this tie. I think Mertens is going to score. Well, he's hit the post, Mertens, so for sure he's got his eye for goal tonight, as it's Rakitic on the ball for Barcelona. He's got Sergio Roberto who's right, he'll use him. He has to turn back towards Gerard Piqué. Longley, the goal scorer from the header. Like I said, Rose the highest. It's Longley to Roberto. Semedo. This is where Barcelona are starting to put their authority on the game with their possession play that they do like to display. It's Longley. Goes over the top this time, looking for Jordi Alba on the left-hand side, and he finds him well. He has to slow it down to wait for support, and does find Suarez in the middle, intercepted firstly by Manolas, and Koulibaly can come and sweep up and clear away. Good tackle from the Greek, and then well defended by the Senegalese, but it falls to Griezmann as Barcelona win it back. It's just past the post. It's actually Rakitic. They've got very similar hair from the camera, Griezmann and Rakitic. But he did find the Croatian in the end, and with his stronger foot, just dragged it wide, wasn't too far away. Yeah, I know, we need more like, there we go, double figures though for views, that's alright. As long as people are watching. If we do like the like, so and a cheeky subscribe, that helps. As it's Fabian bringing it forward for Napoli on the halfway line. To the right to De Lorenzo. Fabian back over to Manolas. Did play the full 90 minutes in that first leg. Someone who didn't do that was Koulibaly. He has the ball now. Koulibaly dinks it in towards Lorenzo Insigne, who was caught offside in the end. Free kick for Barcelona. Yeah, Koulibaly did miss the first leg with a thigh injury. Obviously, that game was around 5 months ago now, so he's definitely recovered from the injury. To Stegen. Inside his own box, he's got Longley. Alba. Inside to the midfield where Griezmann's dropped it to come and win the ball. And he lays it off to Messi. Holds off the number 6 of Rui. And it's fell back to Griezmann. He switches it to Semedo. He completes a 1-2. Suarez not quite well enough, as he did just go off the pitch there. The Portuguese Semedo. So Napoli do have the ball back. Can they get a goal before half-time to level the tie completely on aggregate? So it could go to extra time if it does end that way. Manolas to De Lorenzo. Assisted in 2 of the group games. It's Liverpool and Genk. And we've got another subscriber, whoever that was. Thank you very much. On 420 now. It's Rui. Behind him to Koulibaly again. Koulibaly. Zielinski looking forward for Napoli. Fabian, the Spanish midfielder. Try to turn and find a pass, and he does so, and he's just passed it out of play for a Barcelona throw. Try to find De Lorenzo, and he's put under pressure, and he was forced just to try and force any kind of pass, and it was a pass that was off the pitch in the end. Fabian, though, 6 Spanish appearances for him, as Ter Stegen just is able to release it to Piqué and play out from the back. With 1 goal as well for Fabian for his national team. As Semedo is going to go for a run into the Napoli half. He's talking about 4 Napoli players down the right-hand side. He's met with Koulibaly, has to turn back and release it to Sergio Roberto. Heavy touch from him, and he's been dispossessed. And it's Insigne on the left, and he calms it down as he plays it back towards Mario Rui. Good run, though, from Semedo. Does have the pace. He is known for being a very quick player. And he got the assist for Griezmann in that first leg, so we know he can be creative when he wants to be. And it's Koulibaly. Plays it into Insigne, and he continues his run, Koulibaly. Won't use it, though, in the end. Insigne just forced it back to Fabian. Zielinski. Back to Insigne. Forced towards Mario Rui, and here he is. The Greek god Manolas of Rome. Obviously scored that very famous goal for Rome as they knocked out Barcelona 2 seasons ago. Can he maybe repeat old events, as it's Rui left back? Tries to bring it forward. He's in the Barca half. Goes inside to Mertens. Beats it to Piqué. He sends it down the line to Fabian, and he was offside because he was in the box then. He was a pull back on for the Spaniard. Here's the corner again. Longley. Great header to the left of his goal to the right of Espina. Tried his best to get there. The Colombian couldn't quite reach it. Around 8 yards out for the Frenchman. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's watching. It means a lot. As we have continued here from the free kick from the offside, and it is Sergio Roberto with it. To Longley. Who's got more possession? Definitely Barcelona. Now they've kind of got grips to the game as Longley's poor touch can be pounced on by Mertens, but it's a foul, says the referee, as he did foul him from behind. As Longley goes quickly for the switch to the right and finds Semedo, who brings it down. What a ball from Longley. Semedo skips past 1 and 2 Napoli players, sends it down the line in the box towards Suarez, who has to hold it up against Rui. Does so and dinks it backwards towards Sergio Roberto. Over to Frankie de Jong. Obviously, former semi-final and Ajax player last season. Got his big move to Barcelona. It's Rakitic. Back into de Jong. Rakitic. De Jong turns. He's got Semedo in that space again. Goes inside to Messi and then he finds Semedo. Not many options on. So they're just keeping it Barcelona. And it's de Jong dinks it into Messi. De Jong again on the edge of the box. Releases Messi into the space in behind on the right. Has to get a cross in. Deflected. Pulls back to de Jong. Chesses it down to Sergio Roberto. Heavy pass. But it falls to Rakitic in the end. Now Alba. Thank you for another like as well. From 5 likes. Is PK does have it in his own half. But they're looking to beat the high line of Napoli. With de Jong on the ball. Longley. De Jong again. Frankie de Jong. You know, great player. Really showing it last year. 40 Barcelona appearances. His 41st. Has only picked up the 2 goals and 4 assists. But we know the quality he does have. The young Dutchman. 23 years of age now. Dink to Messi on the right hand side. Again, just has to lay it backwards to Semedo. Guys like the street. Yeah, tell him again. It does help though, just for the growth and getting it to, getting into the algorithm. Likes help a lot. As it's Griezmann trying to complete 1-2 with de Jong, not on the same wavelength, so Napoli do regain the ball with Koulibaly. Gets it out wide left to Insigne. Sorry about that. But I see with Koulibaly, that when he makes a run, he plays into Insigne. He begins like a 1-2 run. Like, off him. It's weird. It's like completely leaving that centre-back spot free as Zielinski does get it to Di Lorenzo, the right-back, as Napoli try and bring it forward. Deme, who's found himself in the right-wing position, the central midfielder, brought down by the number 15 of Longley, and it's a free kick in a dangerous area on that far right-hand side. Obviously, Vidal sent off in that first leg, and Busquets suspended with yellow cards. So, does mean that Rakitic and Sergio Roberto do get that start in the midfield. But yeah, if you don't want to like, subscribing does help a lot as well. Because obviously I'm going to aim for 3 commentaries next week, but the minimum you'll get for the quarterfinals of the Champions League is at least 2 commentaries next week. So look forward to that. Because there's other content as well on my channel. Playlist to all the content is down below in the description. So we will have this free kick for Napoli. It's dangerous if they can look for Koulibaly, as they will do. It's actually fell to Manolas. He can't win his header though, and it's fell to near the edge of the box where Insigne lashes at it on his left foot, way over the bar. Don't even think that would have gone in with rugby nets. It was that high and wide. Has it taken quickly? Barcelona to Messi. Just has to lay off to Semedo. I'm finding here that Barcelona definitely don't rush any of their attacks or, don't force any, passes, because they know with their quality that they will be able to break through any team on their day. Obviously, they have broke down Napoli through a corner, but I think Napoli will still be well in this game as Semedo is released by Messi again. Turns back and finds Rakitic. A lot of space for Jordi Alba on the left, but de Jong won't use him. Griezmann will. Does find the Spaniard. Griezmann. De Jong into Rakitic. A little bit of space for the Croatian. Finds Luis Suarez. And here's Messi on the right-hand side. We know what he can do from these types of positions. Goes past 1 and a second in this box on the ground. Gets past Koulibaly. Shoots with the left foot. And what a goal from Lionel Messi. You don't get much better than that. Napoli already 2 goals behind. It's looking like a massive mountain to climb now. But not many other players could do what Messi's just done in the way he's just dribbled past so many players in such a tight space. Did fall to the ground during it and got back up and was able to generate the power and the curl and the accuracy to bend it into that bottom left corner. Was just unbelievable. Barcelona needed to perform tonight, and after a shaky first 5 or so minutes, I'd say, they've really got a grips to it. They get quite fortunate with the run. They bounced back to him a few more times. But the fact that he just did not give up, was on the ground, was surrounded by so many players, and was still able to fire at home, really shows how good this man really is. Ospina with a hand to it, couldn't keep it out. Did get fortunate though, did bounce him a few more times than I thought, but cannot take away the fact that he's got into that position and found that high quality finish. So it is Barcelona 2, Napoli 0. After a decent start for Napoli, they really just fell off the rails and just been totally taken away from the pure skill that Barcelona have in their team. As it is Mertens in the box from the kick-off as he tries to look to the left to Zielinski, but too much on it, Semedo can deal with it. There's Griezmann who puts his head in there and gets it to Rakitic, releases to De Jong on that left wing. Sorry for that noise. I don't know if you can hear it well. De Jong releases it to Suarez on the left wing, just on the edge of the box. Now finds it in the box, strikes it across the ground into the far post, and it is just wide. Better from Luis Suarez, age 33 now. He missed the first leg with an knee injury as Bayern Munich are now 2-0 up against Chelsea. Wow, Lionel Isago coming from a CR7 fan. Yeah, he's just unbelievable, Lionel Messi. He's my favourite player of all time, personally. So it's Napoli with the ball. They now need to score 2. But if they do draw this game now, on aggregate and in the game, then they are going through. But, you know, they'll need to really, really put in a hell of a shift to warrant a place in the quarterfinals. As it's Fabian. Lays it off to the left back, Rui. Coming towards the final third is Zielinski. Insigne's got a little bit of space, won't use him. He'll go to inside looking for Rui. They've got away with it, though, Napoli, because they've got the ball back as Sergio Roberto was poor in possession. And it's Deme. Uses Zielinski on that left-hand side. He's got runners off him. Pokes it in towards Deme. Back to Koulibaly. The Lorenzo, the right back's got room on the wide areas, but they won't use him. They'll dink it over to the left to Rui. Took it down to Deme. PK deals with his pass, and it falls to Messi. He's going to run and find Griezmann. He's going to shift it over to the left-hand side, and it's De Jong who's made the run. Has to just turn back and find Jordi Alba, kind of slowed down the attack there. I feel like Chelsea are going to get humiliated. Yeah, does seem that way at the minute, unfortunately, for Frank Lampard's men. As it's PK, does find Semedo who can turn, and he's got space in front of him. Goes to Messi instead to his left. He's been dispossessed by 2 Napoli players, but an advantage has been given as apparently Messi was holding back a few Napoli players, and it can be burst forward here where Zielinski tried to find the intricate ball through towards Callejon, intercepted way too easily for Barcelona as they regain the ball. Hudson-Odoi scored. Wow, I know BT Sport do send their notifications a bit later to the other game, so yeah, he has. Hudson-Odoi has scored. Is the comeback on? As it is De Jong to Roberto. Just keeping the ball moving here, Barcelona. Not much intensity, not much movement. As it's PK. Long lane to Rakitic. Inside the Barcelona half, they're keeping the ball here. Alba, heavy touch, is able to just keep it in play. And lay it off to Griezmann, who comes inside very nicely, gets away from Deme, and does slide it across to Semedo. Calmly passes it to Roberto, over to Rakitic. Just on in the centre circle is Ivan Rakitic. Found its way back to Semedo. Roberto just very much 1-2s and triangles here for Barcelona. There's no need to rush or no need to really score any more goals for the foreseeable future. But we know what Barcelona are like, and they're not going to slow down at all. As Griezmann is pickpocketed by Koulibaly and can set through Dries Mertens too much on it. And Koulibaly's continued his run again as PK picks it up, closes down to Stegen. He gets to Rakitic, heavy touch. Koulibaly tried to pick him off again, but his pressure, Koulibaly, caused Rakitic to play it out right near the corner flag for a throw-in. It's a weird tactic, sending Koulibaly so far forward when they can get caught out, but he's won them a throw in a dangerous area there. VAR denied Hudson-Odoi's goal. That does not surprise me at all. As it's Koulibaly's picked the ball up, does dink it over towards Di Lorenzo. Fabian into Deme. Fabian again. Just a block of Barcelona shirts. He's avoiding any kind of attacks for Napoli as it's Deme again. Being forced backwards towards Manolas. Great pressing from Barcelona. Very smart pressing as well. It's Koulibaly. He's got loads of space here out wide left to Rui, and he'll find him. Zielinski. Rui again in a lot of space. Does just lay it off to him, and he goes to Zielinski again. Inside to Insigne. Falls back up straight away and looking for a pass. And it's a passing behind looking for Callejon. Intercepted by Jordi Alba, and it falls to the hands of ter Stegen. Callejon and Mertens were trying to pounce on that clear or attempted clearance from Jordi Alba, but ter Stegen was able to jump onto it and avoid any kind of serious chance for Napoli. Callejon was making a run in behind there. Callejon obviously formerly of Real Madrid before leaving in 2013, and since then has made 348 appearances for Napoli, and this could be his last. This is 349th appearance, contributing with 82 goals. Suarez, ball dinked towards him, and he flicks it on behind him to De Jong, who can run at the Napoli defence. Jordi Alba to his left. He'll use him. Can he get a cross in first time? He does. Lays it off to Luis Suarez, who strikes. Good save from Ospina. Koulibaly can't get rid of it. Back to De Jong, who dinks it in towards the back post, and Messi, who dinks it in at the top right corner. Messi at it again. Unfortunate. It was a good save from Ospina. The Napoli just couldn't quite deal with it afterwards. And if there was any chance of a Napoli comeback, that is now completely being killed off in every single way. Complete domination from Barcelona. Alba got the crossing. Good save from Ospina. No one could clear as Koulibaly could only avoid Suarez picking the ball back up. And as that's happened, it's actually gone back to De Jong. Clipped it back in towards Messi. Around 5 yards out. Ospina comes in, trying to spread himself as big as he can to avoid the goal, but very, very calmly, Messi just lifts it into that top right corner. No chance for Ospina the second time of asking. And it is Barcelona 3, Napoli 0. Good save though from Ospina to start from the Suarez shot. And the defensive Napoli just didn't deal with the afters at all, which is unfortunate. Koulibaly tried to get a clearance, but then realised Suarez was going to get ahead of him. So then shield Suarez away from the ball, but allowing the ball just to roll on with unknown territory, that it did fall to De Jong, who was able to find Messi in obviously a very dangerous position, especially for Messi's skill that he has. As the goal is getting checked by VAR, so I'm just going to hold on changing the scoreboards. A save, yeah, the Ospina saved it, yeah. I don't know if that's what you mean. Let's have a look here. Did Messi maybe control it with his hand? It came off his chest mainly. May have. Let's have a look. No, I don't think that came off his hand. I don't think. No, I don't. Maybe scraped his left arm. Didn't contribute to the goal. I didn't. That skimming his hand didn't have effect. If that didn't skim off his hand, the result would have been the same. So they're just checking VAR. Should stand that. I don't think it is his hand. But you know what Champions League, like, even if it grazes your hand, no matter where the position of your hands are, then it's going to be disallowed and given as handball. So, but I just don't think it even touched it. It may have. From the angles I'm getting, I can't see it. I can't see the handball personally, but VAR's checked it and is given handball for the free kick. Wow. Let off for Napoli. That must have just grazed his left arm at anything. You can't, like, even in the slowest of slow motions, you can barely tell if it really touched his hand, as Napoli will just try and start an attack now on the left-hand side. I'm surprised that's been disallowed, but we stay at 2-0. Messi has been denied his second goal of the game. It is Fabian. Does find Mario Rui in a little bit of space, the Portuguese. Goes inside, distributes to the right, and it's Callejon. Fabian. Does get it to Di Lorenzo, the right back. Can Napoli maybe score and completely flip the tie on its head? Di Lorenzo finds Fabian down the line. I think he's onside. Gets onto his strong left, lays it back off to the fullback, who gets a cross in. And he has to recover Di Lorenzo as it fell back to him from his cross that was cleared and was fouled by Luis Suarez as he had to recover the ball. And he wins a free kick for Napoli in the end. Let's have a look at that again. Oh, he's just... Let me just make sure I'm actually showing you this. Like maybe here? Very, very subtly though. You know, that's obviously their way of giving handballs, but my word, that was harsh. But lifeline for Napoli as they do continue to push forward with Zielinski. Fabian now. He's got a few options, but not many clear options to pass the ball to, as they're all being pickpocketed by Barcelona players. As it is Callejon. Has to go back towards Koulibaly on the halfway line. He dinks it looking over the top for Insigne, way too much on it. It's going to be thrown for Barcelona deep inside their own half on the right hand side. Yeah, handball, it was, when you see it, you'll understand what I mean. It was very, they're still showing it now. I'm not convinced that was handball. Oh, I think it's hit his chest and just slightly bounced off his hand at the slightest. So, it is very lucky for Napoli, you are right. But, you know, I don't think they'll mind at all, to be honest. It's been a poor first 35 minutes for them as they've forced him back to Ospina. It was a good first 5 minutes for Napoli. I thought they were in this game here, they're playing well, and then Barcelona got into their groove, and when that happens, it's very hard to stop the likes of Messi and Neymar, and Griezmann and Suarez. Obviously, talks of Neymar returning. Don't think that will happen, especially with this pandemic now. Zielinski brings it forward, chips it in, looking for Mertens. Good header from Gerard Piqué to deal with it, and Longley has to just kick it out for a throw-in as he avoided the corner. So Napoli still need 2. Rui to take the throw. Number 6 for Napoli. 96th appearance for him in the colours of Napoli, as Lorenzo Insigne was fouled with a high boot as he was going to head that throw-in. I think it was Rakitic who gave it away. Napoli, we still have time, spirits. I hope I won't lose hope. Honestly, until I think if Barcelona do make it 3-0, then I think it might be a little bit tougher for Napoli. But as long as they keep it at 2-0 and they could just nick a goal at any time, then they'd only need one. And it could be here where they nick this goal. It's Insigne in the final third on the far left. He needs to get this cross right, and he puts in a dangerous cross while headed away from Piqué. Falls to Griezmann, who volleys it away, straight into the feet of Messi, and he chips it away to Luis Suarez, and the counter-attack's on. Suarez sweeps it to De Jong on the left. He'll carry on bringing it forward for Barcelona. Has to stop and check back, and Napoli have their bodies back in the end, and it slows down what was looking like a dangerous counter-attack for Barcelona. It's Piqué. Over towards Longley, back to Piqué. Dinks it in behind, looking for Griezmann. Great interception by Mario Rui on the edge of his box. And it's Di Lorenzo into Callejon. Finds Fabian. Big tackle from Longley as he wins the ball. And he can bring it forward. It's now Griezmann into Sergio Roberto on the right. Obviously, he's got that very famous goal against PSG on the 8th of March 2017. But they have just kicked the ball out here, as even though Longley got the ball against Fabian on that challenge, he got the ball, but I think just kicked his maybe the front of his leg, or maybe his ankle. He might have caught him there. It wasn't a foul, got the ball, but may have just left a little afterwards. I feel sad for Ronaldo, though he didn't deserve to get knocked out this early. Oh no, a player like Ronaldo never deserves to get knocked out so early. But you know, at the end of the day, Leon went there, got their away goal they wanted and needed, and at the end of the day, they got through. Well, yes, the penalty was a little debatable, but you know they can't dictate what's a penalty and what's not given. But if you are new, please like and subscribe. Is the referee does have the ball in his hand. I think he'll just drop it for Messi to just restart the game. He's dropped it, and Messi can play it back to Roberto as we do get the game back underway. I think Fabian is fine, back on his feet, back on the pitch, and he's actually pressing long lane now, and he gets it to Jordi Alba on the left. Side to De Jong. Find Rakitic in the centre, goes to Messi. First time pass to Roberto, spreads it to Semedo. Sorry about that. Put silent on my phone. Put my phone on silent. It's Roberto. Semedo again. To find PK, just keeping the ball again. Barcelona, like I said before, they don't need to rush anything right now. With Rakitic. Roberto does find Semedo. Is there going to be any runners off him at the minute? Not yet. Sergio Roberto to PK. 6 minutes before half time. Still 2-0. Obviously a Messi disallowed goal stopped it from being 3. This PK will go long. Over the top, looking for Semedo, who's made a run in behind. Can't quite find him. Goes off the pitch. Throw in for Napoli. Good thinking though from Gerard Piqué. As Koulibaly brings it forward. He's tackled by Messi right in the edge of the box. And both players have come off hurt from it. Barcelona asking for a penalty. As they think Messi got there first, and then Koulibaly kicked Messi's back of his leg. There's a lot of Barcelona players who are very much challenging that, and the referee stopped play completely, so I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I do need to see what happens. So Koulibaly went to pass it. Messi got there first, and he's kicked the back of his leg. Oh no, he kicked the back of his leg, but his toe got around Messi's leg and kicked the ball. No, he's kicked. Koulibaly's kicked Messi's leg to kick the ball away. That could be a penalty. That very much could be a penalty. I'm not sure if they're going to give it though, as Messi is down injured at the minute alongside Koulibaly. 14 watching, only 4 likes. Well, I've got 6 likes, which is great. If you are, I know there's some people there now sat watching the stream who aren't subscribed. Why not subscribe? So you just know when I'm live. I'm going to be live quite a lot next week. Let's have a look. Yeah, kicks. That could be a pen, you know. Good pressing from Messi. Gets around Koulibaly, goes to kick it and kicks Messi's leg instead. I don't know how they've both got injured from that. I know why Messi has. Koulibaly may have landed awkwardly on his ankle there. But I'm checking a penalty. Koulibaly's back on his feet gingerly. I think Messi will be okay as well. Or maybe not. He looked like he may have been getting back to his feet, but still on the ground. We'll have to see what VAR make of this. Obviously, I don't know what VAR are talking about now, because obviously I don't have any of the match information given to me. But great pressing from Lionel Messi to even cause a mistake like that on Koulibaly. And I thought Koulibaly was going to make it there and get the clearance away, but Messi just stormed in and caused him to kick the back of his leg, and I don't know what they're giving here. 17 views. Oh, I've got a new subscriber as well. Thank you, whoever that was. Back again, what's your score prediction? Yes, I remember you from yesterday. Pair of I don't know what they're giving here. Before the game, when it wasn't 2-0, I would have said maybe 3-1 Barcelona, because I feel like Napoli were going to score and maybe level it up to 2-2, and then obviously Barcelona just go on and confirm their qualifications to the quarterfinal. But I'm going to stick with it obviously because it's still possible. But we'll just have to see what is given with this penalty, if it is given. They're still checking VAR, so we don't know yet. Messi, I think, will be able to continue. It seems like he's just getting ready to get back on his feet. I'll keep you updated, though, if he does or if he is able to carry on. Like I said before as well, if you aren't subscribed, please do. And if you are, especially in during the Champions League games and future commentaries, if you are, in the chat constantly, always in every stream, I will give you out a few moderators so you can give out timeouts and just basically control the chat for me while I commentate. Obviously, I'll answer everyone, but if there's any kind of misbehaviour that I can't see, then you can get rid of it as quick as you can, as we do like to keep this family friendly. As the penalty has been, they've decided to give the penalty decision to the referee as he goes to the monitor to have a look at it himself. I feel like this is what the Premier League needs to do a little bit more. Well, we've got like 2 new subs. We've got just gained like 3 new subs in like last 2 minutes. Thank you, pair of goons. Thank you for the subscription. 423 now. Thank you for everyone who just did that. It means so much. Let's see what the ref makes of this. I think it's a penalty personally, because Koulibaly does go to play the ball, but Messi gets there first and he does kick his leg. And kicks his leg onto the ball, so Koulibaly didn't get the ball there. Really nasty for Koulibaly. He's going to give a penalty, isn't he? Penalty kick for Barcelona. I could tell then when he made his mind up, he saw a certain angle, and I saw Messi's ankle and the way he was kicked and the way he kind of moved in the slow motion replay, and it was definitely a penalty. Unfortunate from Koulibaly, because unlike some players who just let opposition players take the ball off them, he did attempt to clear it, but obviously with the intelligence of Lionel Messi, he was able to get there in front of him and cause the foul and cause the penalty. And this isn't the greatest of performances from Koulibaly in terms of City. Manchester City will be watching this, and they could be 3-0 down before half time, and he is at fault for one of the goals. But it is a penalty, given. It'll be Messi to take to hopefully get his brace once again. He already had it once. I don't even think it'll be Messi to take it. I think Messi is back on his feet and he will be okay. I think he's going to give it to Suarez, who's looking for his 25th Champions League goal in his career. Would have done it yesterday, but I was so paranoid about Man City that, yeah, I understand that. And my YouTube name is years old. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just call you Pear if you want. You can call Pear, because it's just weird. I don't know. But here's Suarez anyway. I don't know how long it's going to be added on as we have hit the 45th minute. I think that'll be allocated after this penalty. Suarez via Ospina. Can he make it 3? He steps up, sends the keeper the wrong way, right into the top right corner. Don't find many better penalties than that. As Messi does just hobble over to Suarez to celebrate with a big smile on his face though. So I think Messi will be fine to continue. And I don't know if Suarez is just a penalty taker or Messi gave it to him to get him a goal. I'm not sure, but it's a perfect penalty from Luis Suarez. Sends Ospina the wrong way, and it seems like Suarez and Barcelona will be very, very calmly and casually strolling in to the quarterfinals of the Champions League to more than likely face Bayern Munich in Lisbon. So I will change the scoreline now, as obviously VAR can't really go against a penalty goal. I was hoping for a bit of a closer game, but at least we've got goals and we've seen a very, very nice performance from Barcelona. Nothing too special, but they've got the job done. My real name's Nathan. Right, yeah. I will remember that now, Nathan. I'll call you that for sure. As we do continue, 5 minutes added on. We've already nearly played 2 of it, actually. So I don't know if we may go in many minutes further. As it is Koulibaly. Gets it over to Mario Rui. Brings it forward for Napoli. Takes too long on it, but Zielinski can come out and help him. With Insigne. I think it's Rui again to Manolas. Obviously, he was on the other end when Roma knocked Barcelona out 2 years ago. As Napoli bring it forward. De Lorenzo gets a cross in, deflected. Semedo gets a foot out to it and clears it towards Sergio Roberto. Heavy touch from him means Napoli have the ball back again. In the final third, trying to find, I think, the feet of Fabian, but it's De Jong who comes out of it for Barcelona inside the Barcelona half. Dinks it over the foot of a Napoli defender. Great play from the Dutchman. And it's Rakitic to long layers. Barcelona seek to play their way out from the back. Griezmann can't bring it down successfully, and it's fell to Mertens. Out wide right to Callejon. Needs to get across in the box. Has to stop again and just go behind him as there isn't a cross on for him to take. That would have led to a dangerous goal or a dangerous attack. But it's still alive here with Deme. Out to Callejon again. No real viable option for the cross, so he plays it into Fabian. Takes on 1-2. Tries to get into Mertens. He's brought down in the box and it's a penalty kick. It's similar to Messi's. He just got ahead of Ivan Rakitic. Falls to the ground and wins a penalty. This will cut the deficit from 3-2, so it gives new life in the game. We'll need a replay on it. I don't think that Fabian's pass was actually directed towards Mertens, but he took it upon himself to try and get there. Got there first, taken down by Rakitic. Let's have a look. I think it's Mertens' foot who gets there. Let's have a look. Mertens gets there first, clipped by Rakitic in the box. Great play from the Belgian. Very clever attacking movement to win the penalty, and this game could be back on. You're going to be commentating on the City-Lyon game. If you would like that, I can make that happen. For sure, if you need a commentary for that, I will definitely do that. That'll be one of the ones I do. I'm going to try and do 3 of the 4 next week, because obviously I showed you yesterday I do notes, and it takes me pretty much a whole day to do. So you're definitely getting 2 minimum, but if you want 3, and we can decide those 3 games you want together, towards, or maybe at half time we can choose which ones we're going to be doing. So yeah, for sure, if you need that, that is fine. But we do have the penalty. It'll be Insigne to take. The game is getting interesting, that is for sure. It'll be even more interesting if he scores. Lorenzo Insigne, looking for his 90th Napoli goal. The captain, not known for his height, but known for his immaculate ability on the ball, and he needs to guide this home for Napoli. Ter Stegen, he needs to be one of the best keepers in Europe. It's Lorenzo Insigne to get Napoli back in the game. Strikes it, sends Ter Stegen the wrong way. He dives right. Insigne places it left. And this game could maybe be back on the cards. Right before half-time, Barcelona 3, Napoli 1, 4-2 on aggregate. For Napoli to go through, they need to get that aggregate score level. As the dogs obviously must have heard about the goal and decided to celebrate. No, fair enough. If my dogs are Barcelona and Napoli supporters, are obviously delighted they're back in the game. As we do need to change the score, and again, 4 goals in one half. Love this. The commentator, you just want goals. As we've kicked off here with PK going back to Ter Stegen. Back over to PK, sends it long down the right hand side towards Messi. Rui wins his header. Brought down by Zielinski. Pokes it towards Insigne. Rui again, closed down. Spins. And can distribute it towards Manolas. On the right hand side, we've played a minute more than what was added on. Not surprised at all by that. Obviously with Messi's injury and then that penalty, obviously just getting it checked by VAR. Insigne, though, they come forward again on the right. Di Lorenzo gets into Mertens. He pokes it towards Insigne. Crosses it towards Callejon. Great interception from PK. They need to get rid of it. De Jong heads it towards Griezmann. Flicks it away to Jordi Alba. And that is half-time. Nearly nicked a second there, Napoli. This second half, if you're going to go for the half-time, if you stay in, great, we'll have a chat. But if you're going for half-time, be back here for the second half. I think this game could get interesting. But at half-time, it does finish Barcelona 3, Napoli 1, 4-2 in aggregate. But I think Napoli, that goal will give them confidence, and this could turn the tie on its head. But 2 stoppage time penalties means that Napoli still have a chance. But if you want to have a chat in the have a conversation in the chat, if you want anything you want to ask or say, do it now because we've got 15 minutes. I've got notifications on your channel. If you can do City, it would be great. If not, I'll still watch. I have to skip over to Sky Sports News to score. I'll do City then. That's completely fine. I'll do the City game. I'll do the City game for you. That is completely fine. But Napoli, I don't know. I've said I had a funny feeling that they could do something, and I just, especially after they conceded that 3rd goal, I'm not going to lie, my hope kind of went for them. But, you know, great play from Mertens to win the penalty. And I'm just going to quickly turn my light on again because I thought I'd be able to go through it without the light on. But I'll let it be 2 seconds. Get your questions or anything you want to say in the chat now, and I'll read it out as soon as I come back. So I'll literally be 2 seconds. There we go. Well, great half so far. We've got goals. I can't really ask for much more than that, especially as a commentator. But 423 subscribers, cracking. Chelsea did score though, right before our time. Tammy Abraham, so that's 5-1 on aggregate, so they need to score 4 without reply from Bayern Munich, so I don't think that's quite possible, but you just don't know. Let's not write Chelsea off, even though in my head I am, but you know. So yeah, no games can go to extra time as well tonight, so that does mean that there won't be any extended commentary. Cheers, man. Means a lot. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind it. I don't mind doing it. So that is Saturday, I'm presuming. Then let's have a look. It is a Saturday. Sweet. We'll do that one. What's your score predictions? Because it's a one game knockout tie. So it's interesting. Based off yesterday's performance, obviously Lyon always scored because of a penalty. You need to remember that. They didn't score from open play. They always scored from a penalty. And Juventus did win the game actually 2-1 in the 90 minutes, and maybe should have scored a few more. So that gives, from a City perspective, that's more of a confidence boost of, because this ties one game, then that Juventus performance, if they can replicate the scoring ability, I think City could be on to the semi-finals for the first time under Guardiola. Personally, I think it'll be City win. I'm gonna go 4-1 to Manchester City for that one. But if Lyon do cause an upset, that would not surprise me at all. Because, again, it's one tie game, so the games could go anyway. You just you don't know how the game's going to go. You could get a fantastic Lyon where they just completely, overcome the odds. And you could get a shocking City performance, or you could get a really good City performance that Lyon can't handle with. So it just depends what you get on the day with the teams on show. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4-1 though. I think City will be on it because they know they have to be on it. That's what they know. They can't they can't back down. They can't be causing any. You just they just can't. They can't mess up Manchester City and Lyon, which I think is positive for them completely. Is they're complete underdogs. City cannot get knocked out by Lyon in the quarterfinals. It's just, honestly, what that will do to Guardiola's record and how he's going to be, get called out for this kind of going, well, why can't you win it at City? And the fact is, with Guardiola, he's not even got far with him. He's not even got to a semi-final yet. Which I think is a real, downfall. Because if he gets City to semi-finals and finals, but just doesn't quite win it, then he can kind of go, right, they're one step there. But they're not. They're a couple steps behind, and this season, hopefully, for City fans, they can change it and go that step further, maybe even win it. I know it won't be in the best of circumstances, but I mean, sometimes, it's not that way. As so entertaining this match has been, it has. I'm very thankful I picked this game over the other one. I guess anything could happen. How long have you been doing YouTube? Well, I've been doing commentary. When did my first commentary? Let me have a look, actually. I supposed to check this the other day, and I kind of just forgot. So I've been doing this channel, because this is a channel I carried over. I'll explain more in a second. So my first commentaries video was Liverpool v Norwich, 2,787 views, mental. That was on the 9th of August, so tomorrow, it'll be a year tomorrow I've been doing commentaries. That was mental, that video. I don't know how it got so many views, but it did. And my mic was shocking. I didn't have a proper mic, no webcam or anything. It was a poor stream, but it got the views. So that's when I started. But I had this. This is an old channel I had. Called it was Zach's Gaming 123, my name, and I used to. If you're a subscriber from back then, you'll know who I support because I used to react to their games and like do 10-minute reactions. I used to live stream some of them as well, and yeah, I had that channel for about 2 or 3 years, and I stopped it and left it, and then I thought I want to try and get into commentary. What's the best way to kind of get experience and maybe become, one? And I thought I've got a YouTube channel here, and it had about 270 something subscribers from when I used to do other videos. So I thought, well, I've already got a decent amount of subscribers, and I can grow it much more with this. So yeah, I've been doing the YouTube. When was it? I think 2016, maybe 2015, and then did it until about 2016, 17. Did it for a couple of years and then stopped. Don't know why. And then obviously restarted it a year ago tomorrow with commentaries. It's just amazing how we're still in the same season. Unbelievable. It's just so weird, so weird. But I love it with that Suarez penalty. Messi was just doing his laces while he was taking it. Was never in doubt Suarez was not going to score. Wow, this is intense. Please, can I have a shout out? I don't know why you need a shout out. You're in the chat. Why would you need a shout? Do you do videos? If you do, then I can shout you out. Or I don't know why you want a shout. If you do videos, then sure, people can notice you in the chat. So you got to stay hydrated. But yeah, this is the first set of competitive matches between these two sides. This is the first one at the new camp. Obviously, the first one was at the Napoli stadium, but they've had a few friendlies before that. One Napoli win, one draw, and 2 Barcelona wins. Played last year against each other twice in the space of 2 or 3 days. Well, 2 days. Well, 3, 1 day break. The first one was 2-1 Barcelona with Busquets, Rakitic and an Umtiti own goal to make that scoreline, and then they won 4-0 2 days after. Suarez with 2, Dembele and Griezmann with 1 each. So they played each other a few times recently. Then they played in 2014, 2011. So, it's not that they never played each other, but, they definitely are not, used to playing each other in a competitive stage. Oh wow, what team do you support? Or can you not answer? I like how you put can you not answer that. I'm not going to say, because obviously that will, you'll know who I support, and then you're like, oh, he's definitely been biased, which no one's actually found out yet. People have guessed, and they've not actually said the team before. But no, I can't answer, but I get it asked all the time, so I won't worry about it. But yeah, I used to react to their games, and I just enjoyed it, and then I wanted to. It was more me just literally reacting as a fan than I enjoyed the commentary part of it, and I thought I want to get into it. So I've done that, and we've grown pretty well over the last year. Now it would have been could have gained nearly 100 and something subscribers, and obviously we've got the next season coming very quickly. There's going to be many commentaries over this next season. It's going to be insane, and we've still got this season to finish. Obviously, I don't think I'll be commentating on the final because BT Sport usually put the Champions League final on YouTube for free, so you can actually watch the game. So obviously there's no point for me doing a commentary when you can watch the game itself. So I don't think I'll be doing the final, but I'll be doing hopefully 3 of the 4 quarterfinals and both semi-finals. Would love a Barca Man City final. That can't happen because they're on different sides of the draw. Because PSG, Atalanta, RB Leipzig, and Atletico Madrid are on one side of the quarterfinal draw, and then it's Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Napoli, Barcelona on the other side, and City and Lyon. So more than likely it's going to be Man City, Lyon, and then Barcelona, Bayern Munich. They'll be on one side, and whoever wins will play that. So it could be a semi-final for sure. Renault Mixer, I'm not saying you can guess all the teams you want. I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, you're right. You've never been biased since I've been watching, to be honest. You get straight to the match and details. Someone who's biased, Jamie Carragher. Yeah. I like Jamie Carragher. I've got nothing against him. I think he's quite a decent pundit. Sometimes his Liverpool colours really show through, but I don't think he's not too bad. I've seen worse. I've seen more bias before in my life. Gary Neville's a good one. He's not biased. He always loves shredding into United when they're not doing well. So I do enjoy when Gary Neville commentates because he's just very honest. But I can say I have commentated on the teams I support, but no one's noticed. No one knows. So yeah, that's like it's not even a hint that because literally I've commentated on so many teams. Yeah, no one's ever realised. I think I've said that before anyway. I was going to wear my Napoli shirt as well today. I've got one. I bought it last week because obviously yesterday I said I have a football shirt collection. I wanted to add to it, get a nice Italian shirt, and I was going to wear it and I thought, that's not a good image. I can't be wearing a Napoli shirt when they're playing. So I've gone for the Ireland shirt I've got in Ireland when I went. Let me try and give you a better angle of it. I like it, it's nice. I think it's their away shirt or something, but I liked it. It's dark colours though, so it is absolutely making me sweat around here. But if you haven't, there's 13 of you here and I've got 6 likes, so if we can try and get to 10 likes, which is a big ask, because, you know, I'm asking a lot there, but if we try and push that to 10 likes and maybe gain another 2 subscribers before the second half, which is going to start very soon, that'd be incredible. I don't ask often, it's just because the growth of this channel is going to just be massive. Obviously, 1,000 subscribers is when you get, you know, your monetization and you really get put into the algorithm. It'll help me a lot. So hopefully by next season we could be a lot closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Obviously, we need that break. I've got, you know, definitely gained my subscribers in chunks, which is great. We've definitely been growing at a very good, quick, steady pace, which I'm very happy about. You know, we've never been at a standstill for subscribers. I've never been in one spot and I've been struggling to move. We've always been gaining every stream, which is fantastic. My charging might finish. Oh no. Presuming from the emoji, that's a bad thing. But let's just have a look. Hopefully we get the second half going soon, because I feel like Napoli are going to come out the second half and go for it. Defensively, I think they need to shore up. It's not even like they've been bad defensively, really. It's just Barcelona, their attack, when they really get going, is just so good. It's so hard to stop, but that Koulibaly error wasn't great on his behalf anyway. Just fouling Messi. Obviously, he didn't mean it. He was going for the ball, but when a player gets in front of him and you kick the back of his leg, then it's going to be a penalty. So yeah. But this is going to pretty much stump both of their highest scoring games in this competition. Barcelona is currently 3-1 when they play Dortmund at the Nou Camp in the group stage, game 5, and then Napoli is a 3-2 win against Salzburg away in game 3, and we've currently got 4 goals, and I could definitely see an extra 2. So could be getting both of their teams' highest scoring games in the competition so far this season. Napoli never won the Champions League. Never even got to the quarterfinals, actually. Unfortunately. Obviously, Barcelona have definitely watched it. Definitely won it, sorry. Won it 5 times in the 92, 06, 09, 11 and 15 season. So 2011, 2015 season. So not won it since that final. 2015, sorry, not 2016. Not won it since that final against Juventus, where Messi, Suarez, Neymar really shred open Juventus, and it was a good final. That I remember that final. It was a good one. But Barcelona came out victorious as the players are heading out for the next 45 minutes, which could cause a right upset if Napoli can get back in this game. Gary Neville is funny to watch. He shreds into United, and so does Roy Keane. He hates the hate at the minute, and he's had massive digs at Pogba Fred. I used to watch Mark Goldbridge from Man United stand, which is hilarious, watching him rage, and Arsenal Fan TV. Yeah, I like Goldbridge and Arsenal Fan TV. Some of the things they sometimes say, I'm a bit, like, you shouldn't be saying that, or some of their views are just a bit like, I can tell you're an Arsenal fan and a United fan, but their entertainment is fantastic. I'll give them that. I'll definitely give them that. But we're about to get this second half underway. Both teams are out. It was Barcelona to kick off, kicking right to left. Napoli left to right. The referee just waiting for confirmation to start the second half off again. And he has done. He's passed back to Rakitic. Goes just right over to Roberto. Uses Semedo. And he goes backwards towards Piqué. And the second half is now underway. And it goes back to Stegen. Left-footed clearance, long. Looking for Suarez up front. It's Manolas who has to deal with it. He doesn't do it very convincingly. at all. It's false to De Jong. Tries to go over the top to Suarez. Dealt with again by Manolas. Zielinski, who sweeps up and deals with it. For a start this timer again. Koulibaly tries to bring it out for Napoli. Does get it out wide left. Into Mertens, their all-time top goal scorer. Looks for the switch towards Callejon. De Jong nicely covers, gets the header there, and can pick it up and slice his left-footed clearance and concede a throw-in, is it? No, he's still on the pitch, and it's Callejon who nods it down to keep it alive for Napoli. It's Koulibaly. Into Deme. I feel like there has been a substitution that we haven't been noted on the screen, so I will go through that in a second. It is, oh, hold on. Napoli may be behind here. Mertens on the edge of the box. Pokes away from Piqué. Kept alive. Di Lorenzo, the right back. Fabian. Callejon. Down the line again to Fabian. Dinks it back in to the Spaniard. Spaniard is back to Fabian. Runs on the edge of the box, trying to poke it into a Napoli player, and it's Piqué who clears, cannons off Suarez back towards Roberto, and he can pick up the play. Messi taken down in the Barca half by Insigne, and it has been a sub, and I don't know why we weren't told about it. It is Lobotka to come on. Number 68, Lobotka, central midfielder. I don't know who he's replaced. They literally didn't even mention it, or they didn't even put it on the screen as a graphic, so let me just have a look. I think it was for Deme, and it was. Deme's come off, and Lobotka is on 68 as Barcelona have got it with Jordi Alba, and he goes back to Ter Stegen. Who's your favourite Man City player? In terms of enjoyment to watch, it's obviously got to be Kevin De Bruyne. He's just on a different planet, Kevin De Bruyne. Swansea's more of just for Arsenal. They show their true in the blood. Arsenal making them always. Oh yeah. That's when I don't really like fan channels like that, when they start saying stuff like that. It can go a bit wrong. As Semedo releases Griezmann down the right-hand side. Inside to Messi, he's found himself central on the pitch. Running, he's got Jordi Alba in tons of space on the left. Distributes it a bit too late, and it can be picked up by Napoli. And it's Fabian who can bring it forward. Distributes to his right instead, to Di Lorenzo. Callejon, Di Lorenzo. Nice little partnership going up here on the right-hand side between Callejon, Di Lorenzo and Fabian. Is like a triangle there. They're making some decent chances down the right-hand side. But it's switched over to the left towards Insigne. You feel like Barcelona need the next goal to very much secure their quarter-final place. It's Mertens in the box, tries to get it towards Insigne, deflected straight into the thankful arms of Ter Stegen as we stay at 3-1. See, rolls out to Piqué. To Longley. Rakitic into the space where Sergio Roberto can turn. Find back to Rakitic. Tackled from behind. He said he got the ball. The referee finds Insigne. Can't dink it over Sergio Roberto. Good tackle to save any blushes from Barcelona. And Semedo picks it up on the right towards the corner flag. Needs to clear it like Varane should have done yesterday. And he's cleared it. Headed down though by Rui into Zielinski. Lobotka flicks it up in the air looking for Callejon, but I think Zielinski was fouled while he played his pass to Lobotka. So it's a dangerous area to get across in here for Napoli. Can this game still go to extra time pens? No. If it was to go to extra time or pens, or Rakitic blocked his run off, by the way, he'd have to have ended 1-1, like the first leg. Because obviously if it ends 4-4 now and Napoli draw 3-3 in this game, they'll go through because they scored more away goals. So no chance for any extra time or penalties tonight. Crossed in towards Koulibaly. Does rise for the header, and it's given as a corner. Barcelona fans, well, presuming Barcelona fans aren't happy with that decision, but the players certainly aren't as well. Sorry, I've got to write something down. But it was a corner given. Koulibaly rise. I think it did come off the head of a Barcelona player last. I'll have to see it again. If they can score from this Napoli, this is where it really gets interesting. It's the best chance to score, I think, from corners when you've got Koulibaly in the box, but it's going to be put towards Koulibaly, wins his header again. And it's a foul, I think, as he used Semedo to, extend his leap in the air. Just a free kick instead, but we're only 6 minutes into the second half, and Koulibaly is really becoming a threat. Came off the head of Semedo, so it's lucky he got a foul there because it would have been another corner. But it's to Stegen to take. Napoli pushed up very high, just chips it over the press, and it's De Jong who can send it towards Suarez. Can't lay it off to Griezmann, he slips, and Napoli can take over. Fabian, Callejon's to his right, doesn't play him, he goes back inside to Zielinski. He's off to Lobotka. Good ball to Fabian. Callejon's on again. Doesn't use him again. Strikes it. Slips and drags it wide. Deflected though. So it will be a corner. Needs to use that Callejon. He was in loads of space down the right hand side. Because that's when he can get a cut back across towards maybe Mertens or Insigne in the box. But they've got a corner nonetheless. Zielinski, or the left footed player, has gone over to take it. Callejon's also there to maybe serve as an option to take it. So it's either an in-swinger or an out-swinger. Zielinski dummies it. Goes to Callejon. Swings it in towards Manolas. Good header away from Piqué. Back towards the corner taker. And it's Callejon who picks it up for the throw. Tries to take it quickly if he can. Leaves it for De Lorenzo as Napoli can just reposition themselves to maybe start another dangerous attack. Manolas to Koulibaly. Over to Mario Rui. Still on the front foot here, Napoli. This next goal could maybe change this game in a massive way. Mertens found himself on the left. Goes inside to Lobotka. Finds Fabian. Gets to Callejon. Can he find a cross? No, lays it back into the Spaniard. Then again to Callejon. Now gets a cross in towards the back post. Finds Mertens at the back post. Strikes it deflected. Insigne can head it on. Easy save for Stegen. Insigne's body wasn't really in the right position to head it goalwards with much power. Mertens' shot deflected. Fell to Insigne. Just couldn't get the power on it. I know Insigne winning a header is rare. As they've lost the ball here, and Insigne's shot and it was saved, but the cameras were showing the replay, but I didn't see it. But I think Mertens did foul one of the Barcelona players to win the ball back from them trying to play out from the goal kick. Let's have a look here. To Stegen. It was Griezmann who poor pass from Griezmann putting Rakitic under pressure, and it was Mertens who just fouled Rakitic in the end. It's Barcelona have it, and Jordi Alba goes inside to Rakitic. Roberto to Semedo. He's been a bit of a threat on that right hand side. Nelson Semedo. I think they need to try and utilise him a little bit more as they forced it back towards Marc-Andre ter Stegen. De Jong. Griezmann. First time ball out to Jordi Alba. Rakitic. Sergio Roberto. Messi tries to complete 1-2 with Semedo. Koulibaly's there to pick it up, and they win the throw-in as well, to be fair. Comes off Semedo last. Insigne tried to come in and take over. And by the way as well, Nathan, thank you for putting notifications on. I think I forgot to read that out before. Do put notifications on, it's clever, because then you notify when I do go live if you ever forget. Is Napoli. I've got it from that left-hand side throw in to the right-hand side with Callejon. Goes back into the middle towards Lobotka, who then goes back out wide left, and it's Rui who keeps it in. On this far left in the final third, can't take on Rakitic. Good tackle from the Croatian and the World Cup finalist. As I think Rui just ran into him then. And maybe caught his eye, but I think he's okay, the Portuguese. Unintentional, but we've only played 10 minutes, not even that yet, for the second half, and Napoli have really shown, intent to try and get this game back on level terms. As Mertens in the box has been held, but no foul, says the referee, and it can fall to ter Stegen as Insigne tries to flick the ball on towards him. Roll that to Piqué. Rakitic to Stegen. Getting pressed, but can clear it left-footed towards Roberto. Flicks it on once, and Griezmann can lay it off to Messi on the right. Inside the Napoli half, he can run. Takes on one. Can't take on a second. Tackle by Rui. And he goes inside towards Zielinski. Finds the gap in towards Insigne. And it's Mertens who finds Fabian in behind the defence. Has to turn around. Right side of the box. He has to take on Jordi Alba. He tries to lay it off to Insigne. Didn't have the pace to go on by himself, and it's intercepted by Barcelona. And now they're forging a counter-attack with Sergio Roberto. To Messi, back to Roberto, he's played a 1-2, he's in behind Koulibaly, gets it across towards Suarez, great recovery from Manolas. To stop the cross from heading towards the Uruguayan. And Napoli have the ball back. See, in the 6-yard box, if Suarez is on the end of it, it's more likely going to go in for him. 197 goals now for Barcelona in 282 appearances for tonight. So we know how dangerous he is and how good he was at Liverpool. Napoli have it inside the Barcelona half with Fabian, who nearly got away with that counter-attack, but just didn't have the pace to go all the way. There's Rui on the left. He's got Mertens supporting him. I think Mertens has gone out wide left and Insigne down the middle instead. There's Lobotka. Bit more about Lobotka. Number 68. Not made a Champions League appearance as of yet, because he was signed in January, so don't feature in that first leg, unfortunately. But he's, in this tie, 14 league appearances since joining Napoli, no goals or assists. So waiting for that, and if you could get a goal tonight, that could really, really, source a comeback of all comebacks. What does Napoli need to get extra time? They can't get extra time. They cannot get. There's no way of extra time. Away goals causes extra time, and Napoli need to score more away goals than what Barcelona got at their ground to force a draw. So can't go to extra time at all because, if Napoli were to score 2 more away goals and level the tie, then they go through because they've got more than Barcelona. So cannot go to extra time. As Napoli just still have it, knocking it around the back. Koulibaly, Lobotka to Manolas. Getting pressed here by Barcelona. It's Di Lorenzo turns. Finds Callejon. First time pass. And it's Fabian with a back heel. Nicely done. Towards Lobotka. Tries to find Fabian again in space. Intercepted by Alba. But Griezmann loses it again. Can't take on long lay Fabian. And he can play it into Rakitic. Forces it back towards ter Stegen. And they've dealt with it nicely there. Barcelona to win the ball back with Longley. Chips it in towards Koulibaly. Wins the header on Messi. And it falls to Di Lorenzo. And he's forced back towards Ospina, formerly of Arsenal. 70 appearances for him in an Arsenal shirt. Win 2 FA Cups in 2015 and 2017. As he distributes to Manolas. No, it's not Manolas. That is Rui at left back. Tries to look for Zielinski. Pulled back by the Barcelona man. The referee did see it in the end and given the free kick as Zielinski did stop. I think rightly so. He was getting pulled back. Yeah, pulled back by Sergio Roberto. Completely trying to stop that counter-attack from happening. Rui. You feel like that second goal from Napoli to cause a 4th aggregate score needs to come soon. As Di Lorenzo chips it towards Mertens in behind. Longley deals with it and then falls back to Insigne. Sorry about that. He's in behind. Around the byline. Big tackle from PK. Sends it out for a corner. Sorry. Just at the worst time possible. Good run flow from Insigne in behind. It had to be a big tackle from PK and he had to time it right. And he did do that. Again, you feel like corners are going to be important. As Callejon swings it towards Koulibaly, punched away from him by ter Stegen. Thrown back in there, but Rakitic is the one who heads it away. And it's just had to be headed away out for a throw-in by Zielinski to go for the quick throw towards Messi. He's been pulled down by Zielinski. It's going to be a yellow card that for the Polish. Tried to take a quick throw on the halfway line and nearly caught Napoli out. Had to make the foul. Good tactical foul from Zielinski because it had to be made. Zielinski has been ever-present this season for Napoli, only missing 1 league game. That was against Spal. Playing the rest of them. Maybe not starting them all, but certainly coming on at some point. Still 2-1 Bayern v Chelsea. The free kick is far out, but if it could be floated in here by Rakitic, it could cause issues for Barcelona. So around 40 yards out. So a good in-swinger here from Rakitic. It's on the left. Could cause issues. PK's in the box, long layers, crosses way too deep and just hits way too hard, straight out for a goal kick. And you feel like Napoli need to take it quickly, and they do, with Fabian inside the penalty area, can bring it out and bring it forward for Napoli. It's to Lobotka. He played well, Lobotka. I'm surprised he didn't start based on the performance he's having so far. He's been very relaxed, moving the ball a lot quicker than Deme was doing in the first half. Probably why he was substituted at half-time. That would make sense. It's Koulibaly inside his own half, bringing it forward for Napoli. Obviously needing to cause some issues for the Barcelona defence, which they haven't done much of in the second half, despite having much of the ball. As Nelson Semedo intercepts a Koulibaly pass, it's Suarez who tries to feed in Griezmann in behind. Dealt with by Manolas, distributed to Ospina, and he gets it out wide right to Di Lorenzo. Lobotka lays it off to Fabian. Nicely played inside to Insigne. To Zielinski. Tackled by Semedo. Barcelona have it back, and it's Griezmann who has it. He can turn. Has to slow the game down a little bit and go to De Jong. Just inside the Napoli half. Jordi Alba over to Longley. Gerard Piqué just dinks it in towards Semedo. Brings it down, goes inside, nicely sets from Koulibaly. Can release it to Insigne. And can this be the start of an attack? Insigne takes on 1, takes on 2, takes on 3 with Roberto. No, just turns back and then tries to feed in Mertens through. Very nearly done. To Stegen off his line quickly to pick it up. That was nearly well done from Insigne. Couldn't take on Roberto, but decided to keep it, hold on to it, and then try and release Mertens. But very close. They've still got 28 minutes plus added on time. So this goal, you know, they still have time to get this first one of 2 they need. That's Roberto into Messi. Finds Suarez with a deflection. Tries to feed in Messi again. Manolas tackles him. Sends it away for a throw-in for Barcelona. We've got to remember, if Barcelona score another, Napoli then need 3 away goals and not 2. It is Longley. Towards Piqué. Chips it to Semedo on the right. Chests it down and gets away from Rui. Great skill from Semedo. Pulls it back towards Messi. Heavy pass, heavy touch. Napoli have it back. And they have to play backwards towards Koulibaly. His poor pass trying to find Rui first time. He's gone out for a throw-in for Barcelona again. He's found Roberto. Messi back to Nelson Semedo. Rakitic tries to find De Jong in space in the midfield. Intercepted by Fabian, and he uses Di Lorenzo. Callejon can't flick it into Fabian. Intercepted, but thankfully the interception falls to Manolas, who chips it to Ospina, who chests it and hooks it up for Manolas, who has to win his header away. Picked up by Griezmann. Headed down by De Jong. Sorry again. Griezmann. He's lost the ball again to Fabian. He takes on De Jong nicely, the Napoli central midfielder. Tries to distribute to Callejon, can't quite do so. It's Alba, knocked over by Lobotka. Foul given. Sorry about that, I am downstairs, so whenever someone enters the door, they just have to bark. So I do apologise. Free kick taken. Messi, Alba. Messi again. Calmly plays it back to Longley. I feel like Barcelona needed a spell of possession to kind of kill any Napoli momentum. As De Jong runs at Fabian, gets past him and gets past Lobotka, plays a 1-2 with Suarez in the process. De Jong still has it. To Roberto. Longley. Rakitic very far away from the Napoli goal. Longley to De Jong. Rakitic releases to Griezmann. Heavy touch from the Frenchman. Picked up by Rui. Played back to Ospina. Gets it to Di Lorenzo. And now can he maybe start a counter-attack? They need to start doing something dangerous, Napoli. Because it's going to become too late in a matter of time. So Rui brings it into the Barcelona half. Turns back to Koulibaly. Lobotka. Insigne, Zielinski into Lobotka on the left-hand side. Going to switch it over to the right towards Fabian, where he's got Callejon in support. Tries to go for Mertens in the middle, intercepted. And it's a counter-attack on for Barcelona. Jordi Alba, poor ball towards Griezmann. Deflected by a Napoli player, and it falls back to Jordi Alba. Poor defender from Manolas. Falls back to Alba. Can use Suarez on his right. Turns back, lays it back off to Alba. Dinks it back post, looking for Messi. Gets in this guy, can pluck it down and look for Suarez at the back post, but Ospina can come out and collect. Didn't get the power on it, Messi. Had to raise his leg high to try and get contact on the ball. So did well, the Argentine. Not well enough though to get it to Luis Suarez's Napoli. Put it on the halfway line with Di Lorenzo, 27 years of age. 2 Italian caps for him. Lobotka. He's got Insigne on his left, just on the edge of the box. He floats across in towards the number 22, which is, I think, Di Lorenzo. From right back, falls to Fabian on the edge. Goes for a switch again towards that left-hand side to Rui. He gets a cross in looking for Mertens. Hit off Insigne, falls to Rakitic. He finds Suarez, clipped by Koulibaly. Free kick in the Barcelona half for the Catalonians. Still 2-1 in the other game as well. So Bayern Munich will be going through to the next round. Koulibaly just having to stop the attack there really on that foul on Suarez. Feel like there will be another goal in this game, but who will it be for? We'll have to wait and see. It's Longley. Gets into De Jong on the halfway. Goes just right to Roberto. Finds Suarez. He's got Semedo on the overlap. He goes to Messi instead. Still got that option of Semedo if he needs it. Goes inside to Suarez instead. Hooks it over. In the box looking for Griezmann. Brings it down towards the byline. Has to go all the way round the box and look for a man in support. And he does find De Jong. Towards Roberto on the edge. Semedo's made a run in behind. It was a good run. Wasn't found by Roberto, but a good run from Alba's been found from De Jong. Crossing from Alba. Cleared away by Koulibaly, only as far as Rakitic. Barcelona do keep the ball with 22 minutes plus added on time to play. Longley. Nice ball into Griezmann. Distributes to Alba. Alba into De Jong down the line. Tried to skip past Di Lorenzo, but was brought down by the Italian, and it'll be a free kick for Barcelona as Politano will be entering the game for Napoli. So he played for Inter Milan this season for a little bit. Joined in January, will be signing on a permanent deal, the 27-year-old. Not sure who will replace, but we do continue the game anyway before that sub can be made with Roberto back to Longley. Rakitic, Roberto, Rakitic again. In the centre of the park, Longley's got space out wide left with Alba and he'll use him. First time ball looking for Suarez, poor from the experienced left back, and it's cleared away from Napoli and I think given as a free kick maybe, as I think as they were clearing it came off the hand of Jordi Alba. Double substitution as well. 2 wingers, Politano and Lozano, the Mexican. Callejon, one of the players to be replaced. And the other one to be replaced is, let's have a look, it'll be Zielinski. It's been good, had been, spurts of energy here and there, the Polish, but couldn't quite, use creativeness to break down this Barcelona defence in the way that Gattuso would have liked him to do. Seeing what they're going to do. They might go to a 4-2-3-1, maybe 3 at the back. Napoli, I'll let you know what formation they go to. As Longley picks it up from the throw, drills it into Suarez, dinks it in looking for Griezmann behind. Good defending from Koulibaly to hook it away from Griezmann, and can be kept in here by the number 22 of De Lozano. And it's Politano over to Fabian inside the Napoli box, and he has time to distribute and get it away for Napoli. Well played, well defended. Bayern Munich just scored again. Apparently just before I check the score. They've got it out wide left here with Insigne. Napoli running at Semedo. avoids Dries Mertens, gets in the box, and it's headed over by Lozano. He was in the box as well. Not really known for his aerial ability. Maybe Llorente would have been a great person to have in that position. Good ball from Insigne to get onto his right foot and find the ball of Lozano. Got ahead of Longley, but couldn't direct his header goalwards. Tolisso with the goal for Bayern Munich. As they play out from the back here, Barcelona with Piqué. Closed down by Lozano, who seems to have gone up front. Cleared only as far as Koulibaly from Piqué. So Napoli could maybe find another attack, which they need to start making them dangerous now. Maybe questioning Barcelona and their defence. Insigne on the halfway line to Rui. He's got a switch on to De Lorenzo. He won't use him. Goes down the line again to Insigne instead. Played inside towards Lozano. Can't get the ball and he just falls all the way to Stegen. Sounds like Napoli have got all the ball because obviously they need the goal and Barcelona don't necessarily need to keep the ball or have the ball. So Napoli have been dominant in possession this second half, but I mean they haven't really caused anything dangerous though. They've caused a few decent chances, few half chances, but they need to be better than just half chances when you need 2 goals at the new camp. As it is Rui. Remember, we've had a Barcelona goal chalked off as well, a Messi goal. That would have made 3-1 at the time. It's given to Insigne, heavy touch, Rakitic can pick it up. Towards Messi, flicks it into the space of Griezmann, brought down by a Napoli player on the halfway line, and it is Insigne who is the player who brings him down. It's going to be a free kick. I don't know if it was a yellow card, but it was a foul nonetheless. Yeah, didn't change a second. Thank you for telling me that. If you ever see anything like that, try and tell me as soon as, because I've just forgot. So I do apologise about that. If you ever notice anything like that, then please let me know. So thanks for letting me know, Matthew. I do appreciate that. I just completely forgot. So it's Griezmann from the free kick, finds Messi. Can get away from Koulibaly, distribute to De Jong. Tries to get past a couple of Napoli players, and he does find Luis Suarez. Goes to Messi. Now Alba on the left. Messi again. Suarez on the edge of the box. Alba has to just play behind him towards De Jong. Messi, De Jong. Alba just in the Napoli half, trying to break away through to maybe seal the deal on this victory. This is Roberto. Griezmann can hold off Rui for now, then brought down by him. On the right hand side, it's another diagonal cross. They could maybe get in there. Rui and Griezmann with a little bit of afters. Just a little bit of a word to each other. This could be the end of the tie though. If Barcelona can get a good ball in, maybe aim for Piqué or Longley again, who scored a header in the first half from a corner. But this is from a free kick instead. I think it's just 2 out of the range for Lionel Messi to have a shot. If he can shoot from here and score, then I don't even know. He's just not human. But I think it will be a cross into the box. Just float it in towards Longley again. Headed away by Manolas. Met by De Jong. Can take it away from Fabian towards that corner flag. Surrounded by Napoli players. Can't keep it. Fabian can bring it away. And it could be a counter-attack on for Napoli. As they get it out wide left. Dries Mertens to Insigne. Has to take Consumedo if he can. Holds it up. Goes over the top looking for Lozano. To Stegen off his line again. Danger diffused by Ter Stegen. Is Rakitic. De Jong. Berto, Messi to Semedo. So inside the Barcelona half, we've got Piqué over to Longley. It's definitely going to be Bayern v Barca, City and Lyon. Yeah, and I'll commentate both of those games. They're the 2 I'm definitely going to commentate on. If you want an extra one, maybe an Atalanta PSG or a Atletico Madrid Leipzig, let me know now if you want which one you'd rather have if I was to do a 3 commentaries next week. It's Roberto inside the Napoli half now towards Semedo. Messi finds Griezmann, turns, Lays it off to Suarez once more. To his left to Alba. Crosses. I think looking for Messi or Suarez, but none of them could get to it. And it's Ospina, the one who rolls it out to Fabian. Finds it to the right-hand side. Towards Politano. Switches it to the left, looking for Insigne. He can bring it down nicely. Insigne gives it to number 21, who tries a shot. It's deflected. It can be cleared by Semedo. The number 21 being Politano. Let's try and play out with Griezmann. Does find De Jong in a wild amount of space on this left-hand side. Does slow it down, though. And goes over the top looking for Suarez. What a pass. Brings it down Suarez against Manolas. Brought down, I think, just in the box by Rui. But said he got the ball. The referee was right on it, to be fair to him. So, no penalty for Barcelona. And they come forward with the ball. Napoli, it's Politano. On the right. In the box now on the far right. He's left-footed. He tries to cut onto it. And does get across into Rakitic, who has to head away because he's not a Napoli player, but heads it only as far as a corner for Napoli. Suarez is down, I think with maybe a bit of cramp or something wrong with his leg. Yeah, not a penalty, no way. Did fall awkwardly on his left knee, but it was definitely not a foul. As Elmas looks to be coming on for Napoli as soon as possible. Atletico, so you would rather see that. If I do 3, I'll try and push for 3. I'd love to do 3 next week, that'd be fantastic. But my ones I'm guaranteed I'm definitely doing are going to be Bayern v Barcelona and City v Lyon. They're the 2 definite ones for sure. So make sure you like and subscribe with notifications on so you know when I go live. It's the best way to keep up to date with the commentaries. It's going to be Politano to go short to Insigne. Corner from the right hand side. Goes back to Politano. Gets a cross in, deflected out for another corner. Deflected away by Jordi Alba. Good blocking of the cross. Corner will be taken again by Politano. Will he put it in the box this time? He's got De Lorenzo in the box. Manolas, Koulibaly. In the box. Dangerous. Again headed away by PK as someone slipped in the box. He was saying he's got pushed or pulled over Manolas, but nothing given by the ref. As it is Insigne running on the edge of the box. Shoots Insigne, deflected again. Out for another corner as Manolas once again is asking for a penalty. Let's have a look. It seems like he had a hold of Longley and Longley had a hold of him, so it's definitely not a penalty because it's just a big bit of both because Manolas was holding Longley's shirt, so yeah. As Lewandowski scored to make it 4-1 to Bayern Munich. Substitution, 2 substitutes. It will be Elmas to come on. I don't know who he's replacing. I'll have a look now. Fabian Ruiz he'll be replacing. And I think that's Mertens, is that? I think it's Insigne. Insigne, who was a little bit of a doubt for the game, so I'm surprised he's played so much. He gets substituted for much more of a target man. Llorente. The ball's been put in from the corner, punched away by ter Stegen. Llorente is the height of 6'5", so he could definitely be winning some of the headers. As it falls to Rui, finds Koulibaly on the left-hand side of the box, can't jest it down. Out for a goal kick with 10 minutes to go. 6 likes. If you can add to that, that would be fantastic. As Barcelona look to be making a change with one of their youth prospects. Mark Goldbridge is actually doing a watch-along. I didn't even know that. Because usually that doesn't help when a big YouTuber doing a watch-along. They do try and play it out here from the back with Gerard Piqué. There to Stegen. Longley. Finds Suarez, can flick it on, but only as far as Rui. And he keeps it alive to Koulibaly. Manolas. De Lorenzo. Oh, it's actually Milik who's come on, not Llorente, it's Milik. I do apologise for the mix-up. It's Lobotka. Crossed in by Rui and Milik wins the header. And the game is back on, but it's offside. What an introduction that would have been. He got a hat-trick on Game 6 against Genk. It will be checked. Didn't seem offside. I could be completely wrong. Oh, he's offside. That's what Napoli have been building up for. That one chance, and they got it. Great header from Milik. Rose the highest. And was offside. So no goal for Napoli. You know, if they still get one more soon, then the comeback could still be on, because that would have given him so much belief. It's a great cross from Rui on the far left-hand side. He's looking to contribute his first assist in this Champions League campaign, but not to be for Napoli. Koulibaly wins the header onto Stegen, but committing a foul at the same time on Luis Suarez. He's using his arm to try and gain an advantage on the Uruguayan. Koulibaly has took the captain's armband as well from Insigne. Rakitic to Roberto. Back towards PK. Once more to Stegen. Playing out from the back again. Barcelona. It's Jordi Alba on the ball. Swings it towards Suarez. Does chest it down as far as Mertens. Now it's Di Lorenzo. Goes into Milik, who can turn. Try and hold it up for Napoli. They said they got the ball, the referee, on Milik, number 99. And it's Roberto who can bring it forward for Barcelona. Gets in the Napoli half, but slows down once again as he goes to Griezmann on his right. Forced back by a Napoli press all the way to Stegen in the end. Stegen finds De Jong in a bit of space. Will be closed down. Does find Alba. He hits it off Hervin Lozano for a throw-in. Good to see so after winning his first cup in his managerial career with the Italian Cup against Juventus. He will be a tad disappointed that his team didn't really charge much of a chance against Barcelona, as you know, they've had a lot of the ball this half as expected because they need the goal, but haven't really done much with it as Manolas commits a foul on Luis Suarez. Again, going for that header. Yeah, pushes his back and just pushed into the ground to win the header there. Manolas. The substitution will be made. Sorry, my back's hurting. This substitute that I mentioned a few minutes ago for Barcelona will be made now. Let's see who will be coming on. Number 42. So that is Monchu, as they've labelled him from Barcelona, their website. Monchu. He's a central midfielder, 5'8". Been on the bench 8 times in La Liga, but yet to play a minute of the game. And it will be Griezmann who will be the player to come off. Not being impressed with him tonight, to be honest. Antoine Griezmann. Expected better from him. There's a lot of wayward passes and, you know, poor dribbles from the Frenchman. You know, World Cup winner as well. Expected a bit better from him. But great chance for Monchu to come on for his first senior minutes as a Barcelona player. Who's mainly on top? Well, Napoli's on top, mainly trying to get a goal. Longley tries to feed in Sergio Roberto, who made a running behind, but Ospina comes and collects. It's been Napoli because they need that goal and they've pushed Barcelona back. But I mean, they haven't been really dangerous with the ball, to be honest, Napoli. And Barcelona haven't had to have the ball. They've just been walking around and just, you know, letting the ball do the work. And it looks like this Monchu's just playing left wing for now as they defend. And then we'll slot back into a midfield slot. Just over 5 minutes to go with Koulibaly getting it to Rui. Looks for a crossing towards Milik. Chests it down. Straight away with the right foot. Blocked by Longley only as far as Lobotka. Di Lorenzo on his left foot. Does get a crossing towards the back post. Where it is. Oh, it's off the post, I think, by Lozano. Only 5'9", but the back post was able to head it at goal from a very tight angle and rattles the post, I think. As Messi's lost it in the defensive third. It's Lozano who's picked it up, strikes it, and it's straight into the hands of ter Stegen. Lucky there, Messi. Got away with that one. And it's De Jong on the left trying to bring it forward for Barcelona. Gets past one. Can't get past the second. It is a foul as he was being pulled whilst on the ball. There, Frankie De Jong. Great crossing by Politano. It was Milik and Lozano going for it. Lozano was able to get ahead on it. Off the post. Nearly caught ter Stegen out. Don't think it would have gone in if it was actually on target, because ter Stegen's leg was there to block it off, but still dangerous the fact that he was able to divert it onto the post, because it was a very tight angle on the left hand side. Free kick on the halfway line for Barcelona on the left. Goes to Messi. Turns back and uses Longley. PK to ter Stegen. Rakitic. Bayern game is over. Yeah, this did kick off a little bit later because obviously the stoppages, we had a VAR in the first half. So it did end 4-1. So Bayern are through to the quarters. We'll play the winner of this game, looking like Barcelona currently. But let's just, let's not write anyone off just yet. Another change for Barcelona is going to be made. Number 24 will be coming on, I think, if I read the number right. I might not have read the number right, so we'll keep an update on that. This is ter Stegen on the ball. Plays it into Moncho. Nice ball out wide right. Very nice ball out wide right to Nelson Semedo. He's got Suarez in support. Tries to find him too much on it. Ospina can deal with it. Only second Champions League appearance of the season for Ospina. As De Lorenzo messes around with it at the back, and it's Manolas who can deal with it, as Messi did tackle him first hand, but his tackle did fall to Manolas, fortunately for De Lorenzo. As Milik, been good when coming on. Milik maybe should have started that height. Has been very useful for Napoli. Did score, didn't he? But was disallowed for offside, rightly so. They've lost the ball again in the midfield with Lobotka, and Barcelona can come away with it. With Barcelona on it. Moncho to Rakitic, just slowly gets it out wide right to Semedo. PK, Moncho again. Nice and energetic, the youngster. Only at the age of 20 years of age. Joined in 2012 from Mallorca's youth team. De Jong to Longley. Rakitic to ter Stegen. Chips into that middle again, looking for Suarez. Does find him towards Moncho. Can't win his header. Koulibaly into Lobotka. Now got Rui on this left-hand side. Elmas. We haven't heard much of him since he came on. He's on the ball now. Switched over to Politano. He's got the overlap with De Lorenzo. Doesn't use him. Keeps going. Politano sweeps it out wide left towards Mario Rui. In towards Elmas. Can't find Milik. Longley has to deal with it. Can't get rid of it. The Frenchman. De Jong does, though, with a clearance long. Only as far as Koulibaly, who brings it down. And looks forward. We are hitting the 89th minute. It's looking like very much time is running out for Napoli. Politano. Inside to Elmas. Lobotka. De Lorenzo. Loads of space on the right hand side. Needs to get a shot or a crossway on his left foot. Shot blocked by Longley. Will come back out to him in the end. Politano. Lobotka. Into Koulibaly. Lobotka again. Just many Barcelona shirts avoiding Napoli from starting a real attack. Senior channel football manager. I'm literally just from around there. That's good, that. Yeah, we're doing a Stockport County save. Make sure you check that out. All links are in the description. Politano still on it, on the edge of the box. They just can't find a way through Napoli. It's Elmas. Into De Lorenzo. Needs to get a cross in. Does so. Headed away by PK. 5 minutes of added on time. Kept in by Di Lorenzo. Politano takes over. Switches it towards Rui. Can they maybe put some life into this game with a goal to make the last couple of minutes very, very interesting? It's Elmas. It's Politano, still on the edge of the box. Can't find a way through. Elmas finds Di Lorenzo in space. Laid back behind him. Out wide again towards Mertens. Gets a crossing towards Di Lorenzo. He strikes. Good block from Longley to get ahead of the ball. And he does clear. Long looking for Suarez. Koulibaly picks it up towards Rui. He gets there ahead of Roberto. Rui, heavy touch, and Semedo can pick it up. And it falls over towards Rakitic. Brought to the ground. Foul given by the referee on the edge of the box. And this could be I think that will be it though for Napoli. I don't think they have time now to bring any kind of comeback into the game. Number 24 will be coming on for Barcelona. Didn't write down. Oh, it'll be Junior Firpo. At left back, so it'll be Luis Suarez. He's going to get booked for taking his time walking off. He gets a chuckle at the referee. He needs to be careful, Suarez. You know, because if he was too cheeky there, could have got sent off. I'm lucky for him, he won't get a yellow card suspension for the next tie, I don't think. He will be coming on. He's a left back third post. I don't know where he'll be playing. He might just slot in at left wing for the last couple of minutes, or maybe play as a second left back because they were getting overloaded on their left hand side, Barcelona. Just to add extra cover for Jordi Alba as it's cleared away from ter Stegen as far as Koulibaly's head. Big header from him. Falls all the way back to PK, who will go to ter Stegen. Out to Longley, getting pressed here by Napoli. They're dealing with it well with Firpo. Out to Jordi Alba. Hooks it on one more, looking down the line for Moncho. And tries to beat Lobotka for pace. Can't quite do so, brings him down in the end. Free kick for Napoli. I'm very surprised there hasn't been another goal in this game from half time. I thought there was going to be a couple of goals in the second half, but we didn't get them. Napoli try and bring it forward again. It's Politano. Goes inside to Elmas. Towards Dries Mertens. Won the ball, says the referee. Barcelona have possession again with ter Stegen as Mertens has stayed down. Ter Stegen distributes to the right, looking for... Was that a foul given by the referee? Roberto went for it. No foul. Koulibaly goes to pick up the ball in the Napoli half and bring it forward. Switched to Politano on the right again. Finds Di Lorenzo on the overlap. Di Lorenzo strikes it. Oh, and it comes off. I think it came off Mertens and went the wrong way. Jordi Alba could clear. I think it was a little too late, too much too late there if that had gone in. Because he would have only had a minute to try and score again. I don't know what happened. He was put in by Di Lorenzo and it went towards Mertens. And you look again and then the ball's gone the opposite direction. And Lobotka's tried to play it around the right hand side there to Politano. And it's gone straight out for a throw in. And I think that will be it for Napoli tonight. Put up a very, very good fight, especially in the second half. There's definitely many weaknesses in this Barcelona team that Bayern Munich will definitely look to exploit. Be a fantastic game and a good commentary for next week, that game. But at the end of the day, they've got the job done. They're on their way to Lisbon for the quarterfinals. Di Lorenzo again, 30 seconds left of the game. It's Politano on the right. Cuts onto his left. Gets it over to Elmas. Koulibaly to Rui. First time cross along the ground. PK can clear in the box. As far as Koulibaly in the halfway, chests it down. Can bring it away from Messi. And get it away from De Jong as well. Elmas keeps it in. Running at Barcelona. Keeps it nicely. Manolas. Towards Di Lorenzo. We've played the 5 minutes. This might be the last attack for Napoli to maybe get a consolation goal. Mertens out to Lozano on the left. Shoots, blocked. Mancho can clear. towards Messi. It's Koulibaly who deals with it. Still going. No full time yet. Lobotka brings it forward. Space on the right hand side with Politano, picked up by Jordi Alba. And that will definitely be the end, surely, referee. As it finds Messi in the middle of the park. Tackled by Mertens. And that will be full time. Barcelona have made their way through to the quarterfinals. No goals in the second half, but the first half performance was enough. A shaky first 5 minutes for Barcelona. As Mertens hit the post within the first 90 seconds, and I thought we could be on for a good Champions League tie, but after those 5 minutes, Barcelona really turned on their game. And 3 goals in the first half was enough to get them through to the quarterfinals. A goal right before half-time from Insigne from the penalty spot brought a little bit of life back into Napoli, thinking maybe they could go all the way and pull off a comeback, but not in the end, not enough, unfortunately. They can definitely hold their heads high, for sure. You know, that second half performance, they had a lot of possession. They weren't bad. They didn't let those goals get the better of them, and they still went on to put up a decent fight. Obviously it wasn't enough, they didn't have the quality, but at the end of the day they are out. Obviously Koulibaly, last game for Napoli, could be, might not be. We'll just have to see how that goes, as he's now out of the Champions League. Messi did have a goal disallowed as well before he won a penalty to make it 3-1 anyway, to make up for the disallowed goal. But Messi, Barcelona, despite being good in the time where they had to maybe get the game beyond doubt, they'll need to be a lot better than that when they face the German champions Bayern Munich, because, you know, if Napoli were able to dominate that second half like they did, despite not creating many clear-cut chances, where if they let Bayern do that, obviously they'll create so many good chances for Lewandowski, and he'll finish every single one. He gets pretty much, so they need to be careful. But for tonight's commentary, that will be the end. We do have 3 commentaries, hopefully next week, definitely 2 for sure. The ones that are definitely going to be happening are on Friday and Saturday once again. So 8 o'clock both Friday and Saturday. And I'm going to try and maybe do the Thursday. No, I'm just going to do 2. I'm just going to do 2. 3 too much with the notes I want to do. So the only 2 commentaries next week will be Friday and Saturday again. No commentaries for Atalanta, PSG, RB Leipzig and Atletico Madrid, but I think you'd rather have the 2 other games. So I'll make them happen. So they're the 2 commentaries for next week. But for this one, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. There's another Football Manager episode out tomorrow, so make sure you watch that. But until next Friday, this is the end for me. I hope you enjoyed. Just make sure you're back for the next one if you need one. Cheers for the commentary, mate. I'll see you on the next video. Take care, and if you're looking for a moderator, I'm here. I'll take it easy. Yep, for sure. If you hear next commentary, which is Bayern v Barcelona, and you're in the chat constantly and you're helping me out, then sure, because it will help me out having a moderator. So yeah, for sure. Next stream, at the end of it, I'll definitely, if you remind me, I'll give you a moderator for sure. And a few of you, because a few of you are really helping me out. So yeah, I will hand out a couple of moderators, not too many. I might hand out maybe 2 or 3. So yeah, I'll definitely do that on the next stream. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Barcelona do come out victorious. They will face Bayern Munich in the next round. Will they be able to surpass them and maybe take on either City or Lyon? We'll have to find out. But for me, it's in the stream. Like I said, Football Manager video out tomorrow, so make sure you're there. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to turn off my face cam and all that, just so when I end the stream, it doesn't cut out what I've just said for the last 20 seconds. So as soon as you see my face cam go off in my camera, put on mute, then you can leave. And yeah, so thanks for being here. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you on Friday for Barcelona versus Bayern Munich.